video for neck mobility, neck stretches. This was a request from my mom. Hi Mom. She wanted some exercises she could do for the neck to relieve some discomfort that she is feeling through the neck and shoulder and arm. So these are just some neck stretches, neck mobility that I love to do. I've shared a few videos like this, but this is kind of like the complete collection of neck stretches. So come to a comfy seat. I'm sitting up on my blanket because it's a little comfier through the hips. You can sit wherever, just come to a comfortable spot. Doesn't have to be on the floor. If you want to sit in a chair or on the couch or whatever, wherever you're comfortable. What's most important here as we set up is that we set up good posture. So wherever we're sitting, try to almost pull your belly button in towards your spine. You should feel a little shift in your lower back. So this is just gonna help to support you as we're sitting up nice and tall. We're gonna roll our shoulders back and down, and we're gonna imagine like someone is pulling a string from the top of our head. We have a straight line going through the spine, and that includes our neck, right? Our neck is an extension of the spine, so we wanna be really careful when we're moving our neck and going through these stretches. Even though they're specifically for the neck, we still wanna move really carefully, and especially if we're coming to this video because we're feeling any pain in the neck. You know what you're feeling, you know your body best, so I want you to really pay attention to that and don't do anything that's gonna cause pain. So if one of these stretches or moves isn't super comfortable, I want you to come to a modification and find something that is. So we're just gonna go nice and slow, breathing deeply through these stretches, and we're gonna try to maintain this good, strong posture as we move through these. So bringing our shoulders down, keeping them there. We're gonna do a little bit of neck mobility. Go ahead and look towards your left shoulder. We're gonna try to breathe deeply through the nose if we can. Come through center, look towards the right shoulder. Come through center, we're gonna do that again. Left shoulder. And then come through center, look towards the right. And then we'll come through center, bring chin to chest, big stretch through the back of the neck. And then slowly look up, stretching through the throat. And then we're gonna bring chin to chest again. And then slowly look up. Good, and then look back straight ahead. Gonna bring the left ear towards left shoulder. And then over to the right. And then back one more time each side. And then over towards the right. Good. We're gonna, again, make sure our shoulders are back and down. Try to keep them in place and just move from the neck. We're gonna move our neck left to right like we're Janet Jackson. Have a little bit of fun here. Just working on that neck mobility. Good, and then come back through center. And now we're gonna do the same thing, only forward and back. So you're gonna come back like you're making a double chin, and then jut your chin forward. You can hear the change in my voice. We'll do this a couple times. Good. And then go ahead and come back to a nice neutral seat. We're gonna do small circles for the neck. So rather than thinking of just like neck rolls, I want you to pretend like you have a marker or something on the tip of your nose and you're drawing a circle with your nose. I find this helps to keep movement controlled for me in my neck instead of just kind of rolling through neck circles. So go ahead and start to draw a circle one way with your nose. Small, nice and slow here. Trying to make our movements smooth. And then gradually you can let that circle get a little bit bigger if that feels good. Start to work out any kinks you might find in your neck. If there's a little spot you want to work out, maybe there's a little snap, crackle, pop or something going on, you can kind of move back and forth through that spot. And then when you're ready, you can reverse the direction of your circle, starting larger on this side. And then gradually get a little bit smaller. Until you eventually come back to center. Perfect. Now go ahead and bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. This is one of my favorite stretches for the neck. I find it relieves a lot of the tension in the neck and shoulder. So we'll start here, really pulling that right shoulder down, creating some space on the right side. You can rest your hand on top of your head, not pressing, just letting the weight of your hand help you to get a deeper stretch. And then go ahead and bring your right fingertips down. And slowly on an inhale, you're gonna lift your right arm just to shoulder height. Woo. I don't know about you, but that's a big stretch. Small movement, doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a big stretch. If it feels good, you can bring your arm back a couple of inches. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Maybe you bring your arm forward a little bit, getting that stretch in the back of the shoulder. And then go ahead and bring it back. And lower your hand down. We're going to take it to the other side. Right ear towards right shoulder. Maybe you let your hand rest on top. Really pulling that left shoulder down, creating a little bit of space. And then bring the left fingertips down. And we're going to slowly inhale, lift that left arm just to shoulder height. Breathe deeply. Maybe you bring that arm back a couple of inches, big stretch through the front of that shoulder. And then maybe you bring it forward. You can come back. Big breath in. And then go ahead and release. We're going to bring left ear towards left shoulder again. Again, we'll rest our hand on top. And this time, bring your right palm flat and then press it down. So pressing it down, you're gonna right away, probably, I do, feel a big stretch in the right side of your neck into that shoulder. And then you can try to gently move your hand back until you feel this big, big stretch. So no pain here. We just wanna feel a big opening in the right side of the neck. You can even back your hand away, maybe bring it towards your knee, towards the front here, and then bring it back again, maybe a little farther this time. This is a great stretch to relieve that tension that we hold in our neck and shoulders. We've all been on our devices, I think, a lot more this past year, and that's just naturally kind of putting a lot of pressure on our neck, on our back. One more big breath in, and then exhale, bring it back up. Bring it over to the other side. Pressing that left palm down, and then back until you feel this nice stretch. So you don't have to move your neck too much here. You'll see my ear's not actually touching my right shoulder. You're just bringing it towards your shoulder to get this big stretch. So it's gonna look different on everyone. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out here. Good. And then you can go ahead and release that. You can do a couple of shoulder rolls here, nice and slow. Getting a little bit of mobility in those shoulders and back. You can reverse the direction of your shoulder roll. Good. You can bring your fingertips to your shoulders and then move your elbows in circles. So help us get a little bit deeper into our shoulders, into our upper back. And then you can reverse direction of your circles. We're still sitting up nice and tall wherever we are, still breathing deeply. Good. And then go ahead and release that down. We're going to do a little shoulder opener, so you can go ahead and bring your hands back behind you, reach them back and down. So we're getting this opening through the shoulders and the chest. Our shoulder blades are coming together, getting this big stretch. If you want to add a little more into this, if it feels good, you can hold on to opposite elbow, opposite forearm. Maybe even you interlace your hands. Bring those shoulder blades really together, like you're trying to hold a pencil in between them, and then bring your hands down towards your tailbone. Only if that feels good. That's a big opener in the shoulders. So if our shoulders are a little tight, we might want to stay here, reaching our hands back behind us. Wherever we are, we're getting this nice opening in the shoulders. Take a couple of deep breaths in. You can bring your chin to your chest if that feels good, through the back of the neck. Maybe move your head left to right here. Good, and then you can look back up. One more big breath in, really reach your arms behind you. Exhale to release it, take a little bit of movement. Those are some of my favorite simple neck mobility exercises and stretches, and a little bit of shoulder stretches too. Do these a couple of times. Try to hold them for maybe about at least 30 seconds, breathing deeply. You can repeat them if it feels good to. Just listen to your body, see what feels good, and you will hopefully be able to relieve some of that tension in your neck and shoulders. Thank you so much. See you guys next time.